Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program we call Colgate Guides on Weird. Now YouTube and on Facebook, because we can discuss different issues them we get for do with the front pages them of the different newspaper. Well, we'll go inside the different newspaper then this morning for let we see waiting exactly then gets the now the front page of them paper there as well. And the first paper we take this morning now the Concord Times newspaper. The Concord Times newspaper get this banner and we say those who are bent on disrupting the elections will not vote, police warns. And you as well get ECSL briefs media on preparedness insist it will not release personal detail of voters. And the election violence, international community calls for calm. President Bio inaugurates Sonoko Baking Bread Avenue. This is another story for inside the Concord Times newspaper. Our newspaper, police arrest 66 alleged protesters. We don't intend delaying election matters, Chief Justice. Political parties receive electronic copies of final voters register. This is no tapalapa, Factory Trade Minister. The next paper inside the program this morning on the Guardian Post, we say dishonest politicians. Security sector wants desperate politicians. KKY cries out. RENIP commit to rapid transform and declining health situation in Kunkuna Township. SLBA member writes president. The next paper, now the feature newspaper, we say as they face APC on Saturday, SLPP G3 over losing the June 24th polls. And like in 2018, so also in 2023, Samora to State House, SLPP to Parliament. And the ECSL must bow to Samura Kamal demand. And Akisoya will flog Gento hands down. SLPP government cripples IMC. The next paper, now the Independent Observer, we say with 3 days to election, APC still challenge ECSL on several issues. 66 protesters arrested, IG Bremajar. Caritas Sierra Leone engage faith leaders and youth on non-violence. The Salon Compass say on repentant killer and despo. Citizen blast so-called father of democracy vowed to vote him out. June 24 polls, no way for Bio if APC office turned slaughterhouse by state security. The African 24, we won peaceful elections. Udat lost make Ibia. Salon, we all now one. Citizen urge 4. And we will protect the votes. Dr. Samura Kamara. 2 days to Sierra Leone polls. Lessen the fear. The Premier News, the next paper, we say international community urge peace. We are suffering soaring costs create opening for opposition. President calls for peaceful elections. Ethiopian Prime Minister lead AU election observation mission. This is another story for inside this edition of Premier News. The next one, the New Age newspaper, we say resolve all grievances to the courts. International community reminds political parties of their peace pledge. NACID, IDEA, and the NCD hold national stakeholders their dialogue on PR system. Chief and 3 others sent to jail for wounding. Salon Times, Independent Commission for Peace condemns all acts of violence. ACC concludes sensitization on SSN GRM projects in Eastern Region. And Mawupnet calls for national peace, appeals to all to allow the ballots to speak. Yeah. Well, now all of them issues here, so we get inside the program where we can deal with quickly, and we'll go now and we guests them come inside the program this morning. And of course we get Martha Carbo, of course of Bako. We a senior journalist, a female journalist with wealth of experience and same way, so don't they analyze issues that we get for do it all of what they happen inside the country, economic, social, political, all of the things like human rights. And we as well get Abdulhassan Faki, of course. He's a veteran journalist. We get the way how we can look at issues them and analyze them to the best of our ability. So we go now and welcome them to the program. Martha, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
And Abdulhassan Faki, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Pierre. Good morning, Auntie Matakago.
All right.
Mr. Faki, good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me start with the ball rolling. Yesterday, now the APC party office, the Secretary General did for yesterday call for a peaceful protest to the ECSL. But this protest turned out to be something else, where we see it become very much violent. We see tear gas, raining, live bullets, and all other things that we see. So let me begin first and take on a taste then. 66, according to the Awoko newspaper and according to the police, 66 alleged protesters arrested. So first of all, what did you make up of the protest yesterday and how it ended up? Martha?
Personally, I think and I believe a lot of lawyers say that the right of every citizen to protest when they want, as long as it is peaceful. From the videos that we begin coming out yesterday, we see the people gather themselves peacefully. They hold them placards. In fact, now then when they protest again, they say no violence, and we not see them in any violence engagement. We only see violence coming when the police come in. So now the police make the protest become peaceful.
Violence.
And then I think back and again, protests, I think where government don't refuse citizens for their rights. They only allow people to protest when they're looking at people over for support. So we come up for support this administration and this and that. The people are not feel good about them, they're not allowed. And one of the things that we make to get for they allow some of them to have press, criticism, protest. Now for our citizens, that people are able to blow out their mind about things that we're not satisfied with, and we're able to amend them for get peaceful society. But if these people and they get grievance, they're not get right for express themselves, they're not get right to say whether a wrong or a right. When they keep on. Now all of them they lead to war. They're not for tell we again as Sierra about them forming. So remember, waiting happened within one of the country. Remember, so them and they witness not in the some of them are born it anyway, some of them born like in the late 50s. But for most of them tell from history. Them and they witness come in there, people are not they allow them to protest, opposition, they don't get freedom, and all of them things in there. So if they get reset back into pre-war situation, they're not good for we as a country. And again, like I say, the people the way we see from the start of the protest, they are very, very peaceful. Violence only coming when police coming. But as it is said and believed and the people in constitutional rights, they go and begin one or two catchy waiting for say, and because police not give you clearance, for protest. If police no say they're not able to give clear protection to people for protest, and therefore make less somebody able to undertake that responsibility. So you when they call for the protest, undertake and say you will be held responsible for any security crisis because police not able to provide that kind of security day way una the request for. And I later learned from somebody where I talked to yesterday, saying the Secretary General of the APC is still then at police up till late night evening they make statements. So I not follow up again of whether they release her or not. I be going for good sleep. And all of this not a sell well for with democracy at all. So now my first view about that. Maybe like there's any other issue to be clarified. I will come in again.
Abdulhassan Faki.
Yeah, thank you very much. When you go through the law books of Sierra Leone, it tells you where you want for protest, you for go to police for them to discuss the details of why you protest and other get for be involved in the protest. So that when you don't plan with them, they will even give you a route where you go pass, they give you security, then they secure the people that we not mix pan and they protest. Promoting we don't experience na salon over the years under successive governments. We protest normally they end up in violence. Salon gets a population of people then when mostly in a young age bracket where they don't become so misguided that when they say protest, they feel saying for go cause trouble, cause violence, and loot. So the police keep very wary. Then they hesitate for just can't give people them right for say now you're right for protest. Of course, just go ahead and protest. So that the reason why they call you in a police meeting, one then they go for sit out you discuss them, get the details them why they protest, who that get for how many people they get for involved, and then goes okay, we'll advise you how you go do them. We know what affect people them. The other people that when are pedestrians, people in business people them, people that just pass through about the business, vehicles, and the like, and that if anything happen, we'll know who that would deal with because people in the protest now when now mostly they get now what they call a nameless and faceless. Now also one group said they call itself PPP, People's Power in Politics, August 8th.
Okay, so since you go to that, they are not really well go there, but since you go to that area there.
Okay.
No. You feel free. No, you get right for talk. They come with a question as a follow up for that. It's obvious that in the last one in August 10, they say it was a faceless thing, so they not give them, clearance because they say they not sabi none of them.
Yeah.
But this one, they sabi everybody. The flag bearer, the secretary general, everybody in the party they sabi. So if they say then they call on things, then this is a national issue then they talk about, issue again for do with the election. And then all man of the country know say na ECSL then get issue with. So based on what you they say, they not give them because nobody not go to them, right?
Yes. Up to Tuesday, then send letter to the APC secretariat.
Yeah, but police not give them because they not wait. I want to ask Mr. Vaki. Police decide not to give them because they not ask or waiting at the reason because say there is an underlying reason. They have made a request and police said because it was not 72 hours, so police called them for a discussion. And they called them later. They said the Peace Commission and PPRC want to have an engagement. So the police meeting was held for some reason. The meeting went on without much progress, and they re-notified the police.
Yeah,
they re-notified the police. You see, and the problem about this country is, we just very few of us will look things how they are and call them by the name. Say this is white and it's white, and this is red and it is red. So people are not seek so much of party, regional, and tribal interests. We get for say things as they are. And if we feel say you conduct election without addressing, okay, me na commissioner, me na part of the large electoral commission. Of course, it's a small thing, but out of experience, every complaint where elected to election, you get for address them properly, and you get for address them make even observers, not just contestants, even observers then will tell you say yes, this they don't address them, and the way we address them is they contribute to a free and fair process. Mind you, let people not take advantage of the fact that they don't go sign agreement say we all accept the result and we use the court. But then agreement they do sign, there are clauses where they say a free, fair, and credible process. So some of these issues are when they raise now part of the credibility of the process. So if we fail for look at all of these, we just want for no, of course, me I not hide for Togo Salon problem because as far as I'm concerned, we are all Africans. So not only that feeling that they watch in public, we they talk with your problem there, So if you get for conduct free and fair elections, 1, you go by the law. 2, you address every complaint where people in the raise, and in order for be limited to the satisfaction of just the complainants. Mind you, a major factor in election management at this country. They know they observe election for a very long time, and you don't come out with a statement about the credibility of the process. So all these protests and all of this, again, for do with the credibility of the process. Then one day when the bank on seed and don't sign seed and they accept results, no matter what it is. Not so Daniel, not so just to accept results, and say credible elections results. So if people don't just don't say that they wake in the morning, they announce results, then people just accept. Not also then close, not also the arrangements just say. There are clauses to it. Let's be mindful. And because we believe say every aspect of the expected, every clause of the expected, let we do the due process.
Abdullah
Okay.
Faki, you want to respond?
Yeah, I'm still there on the legality of the law. What the law say about protest? I mean, Matan, I mean, younger sister. I don't want to go out. I don't want to make a derail. What they say? The law say
Your
if you
daughter, in
apply.
fact.
The law say if you apply to police, okay, and the police go reply you. And this year, on Saturday, the police reply Sunday. They write back another one on Tuesday. Police reply on Tuesday for let account on Wednesday for a meeting. I just they talk about the law. I don't know if the thing wouldn't do a bad or a wrong. The law say until the law is changed. The law has not been changed as I checked on yesterday. As I checked on this morning, the Constitution say, and the 1955 Public Order Act and the 1991 Constitution is say if you are for protest, you for apply to the commissioner at that time. Now it's for general. He said they wanna go sit down, wanna discuss, and they wanna go move. As I've been to tell you, the experiences that we don't get in this country about protests, be it under APC, be it under SAPP, be it under the time when they get MPRC, it has never been pleasant. I mean, Nayab you de matter, and Simupia, you've been there today. I know so you can go and come. It has never been pleasant. So police can very hesitant for just give people them they go and say carte blanche, go ahead, just go no more. And you're right, go no more. Mind you, this is a third world country, not to a country when a first world like means as we prepare this one. Yeah, we get too many. I don't know. Like I say, we get too many leanings. We all link too much, and I don't know if now what happened after the war, or if not too much of consumption of drugs, or if not. I'm not able to understand why we get a very bad nature, as they give more opportunity for say even school picking them matter where they take. You know, you didn't at this time. Where the school picking them say, "When I go play football." When I go make sport, then they go fetch the sport, and they fed and they pull knife in the store. Then they put cutlass inside the bag, and they put knife inside braid. Now me they don't hold gun up scooping hand for go do sport. I mean, so the police have become so hesitant that when you tell us say they protest, they begin to think of the negatives. Be it anybody want to protest, not just one party. Anybody want to protest in this country, you know, say they can be very slow for getting permit because we get experiences over the years.
You sure say that everybody will want to protest and they slow for give permit?
Everybody will make a record.
Some people not even take permits, but then they protest as long as it's in the interest of the government.
Well, I don't know of any protest.
I will call a few names there. Saul Amin, for example. Let be clean, Mr. Fakir. Saul Amin, for example, and in team, the time where World Bank pull out from the census, the midterm census, they get guys them. We all see the video, then go like with Bafor Suicide and say they go protest against I call them World Bank. You know, police the past, they not even look them because they do them for the government. You know, but if not any other party, I learn 5 party right now, say that they protest against the government, police go arrest them, police go beat them mercilessly. You are aware of that, correct or wrong?
Well, as I said no more, now a matter of peaceful. If I believe say what I don't think you should say what make the police king hesitate.
No, normally, the reason why I ask you this question because you say everybody.
No, what I say is normally. Will protest and
normally, but that not by law. But right now, I know they go by law.
Well, no, but the law say if I apply.
The law say, but like I say, okay. Let me just stand out of this. And Theophilus Ibenda, welcome again.
Huh?
No, hold on, Mr. Theophilus, you there with me?
Thank you very much.
Yes, so, you just hear the conversation already with
baby, good morning.
With Abdullah Fakir and Martha Kagbo on the issue of protest and why the police they give permission and how they not they give permission. What do you make up of this whole protesting yesterday and the back and forth until we reached to this point yesterday? You might mute, please.
Well, as far as me concerned, the protest yesterday it not been necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, for many reasons. The timing very wrong amidst a heightened political tension, and given a situation wherein with police officers and with military officers have been brought so deep into the political landscape that anything they do now, anything the opposition do, it is considered to be anti-government.
Or lawlessness.
And anything anti-government, anything considered as anti-government will be reacted to in the harshest of ways. Because you see, even now, we are saying the Secretary General of the APC and some other people, even somebody when they contest for the MP, they sleep themselves. Me go say that was not necessary. There was no need to have arrested those people. Because in other situations wherein the Secretary General is so powerful, right? That alone now a call for action by the party supporters. Say we will not accept this. So by arresting the Secretary General, the police then throw a challenge. So we can do even more than this.
I 100% support you. That means the police, even they call now, say, come on, let's have it. Then they call now, say, let the fight start now between them and the demonstrators, whether they are APC or any other city. The police now, they call now for a face-to-face battle, for go to the effect. If you want to continue for get negotiation with them, get negotiation with them. Say, let's, in fact, I agree with you in that point. Say the timing is too not right because of the political atmosphere, because of timing. Yeah, you can get negotiation with them and let them know and make them take responsibility of anything will come out of that. But for go arrest and detain them, that means the police they call now, say, come on, let's have it. Let's go to the battlefield. Now, impul, now that it really signifies.
All right, so from what you know, there has been a number of negotiations. The PPRC, although we get doubts over the independence of the PPRC because we all know, say, it's part of the state capture, right? So, but what we know is that the PPRC called a meeting involving the APC, involving the ECSL. In fact, they said when the ECSL go for that meeting there, he was so adamant that now just waiting at the EON position, now in the EON position, and not be careful, listen to anything. There was no room for accept coming from the opposition because it was in concern. All the things the opposition raised concern about, they don't address all of them. But as far as the opposition concerned, that is the opposite. So the PPRC, had it been that independent body what it's supposed to be, if I don't come out and say, no, ECSL, you are wrong in this way, APC will are wrong in this way, this should be the way forward. So as a matter of fact, all the negotiations with the old, all the engagements not produce the acceptable results where the APC will expect, then I make them say will they demonstrate. Because have those concerns, because what in the APC will they talk about that the comprehensive data where then when they say the ECS not make available to them. So as far as the ECS are concerned, they're not going to release data to them because it gets security implications. Although me consider that as an excuse, I consider that as an unreasonable excuse because we are say for the 2018 election, the voters register released 1 month to the election. So that alone is a pattern. It's a precedent wherefore be followed. So I don't see any reason if the APC they talk say we want this comprehensive data, like when Mata say, give it to them. And let you see now if they get any other reason. Because the comprehensive data is very, very crucial.
And another copy of when you talk about the comprehensive data in CC, Then get where you the process data where you can take out the person in date of birth and in address, because those are the most important things. Nothing wrong for taking my name, nothing, they don't do that. They get way, and we not ever get record na this country where they say they attack person and also because of information they can about to register. We not ever get record of that. Some of the things
that flimsy excuse.
So this time around, they say that they prevented information and they for avoid waiting and call rigging. So if possible,
Ghana is not conducting elections on his own time. Finish.
Right.
It's a flimsy excuse. Flimsy.
Abdullah Sanfaki.
Yeah, well, as I've been telling you, but okay, I don't know with this area of protest. I mean,
now we look at the issues them. The issues the way that they raise concern on.
Well, I'm aware of the meetings they went and hold. I think it was Monday and Tuesday, and I'm aware that they're not able to agree for whatever reason. I think say all man stand in position, and then I'm aware say then release some form of
bloody
registered voter.
The voter register. Yeah.
Yes, aware of that one day, and I don't know what in the other one where they ask for where they're not able for release when they say that data. I mean, I don't know that because the problem come.
Okay, so the data when they ask for now that voter register where they get for use on the day for the ballot. Where now in the ECSN staff then they check for see if now you self come to the polling station for can vote.
Yes, I know. So well, for whatever reason they talk them fail. I believe that now there's sticking points that they talk them fail from. And well, me I know I'm be an expert on that area there because now they know how they interpret the laws and both the ACSL, the PPRC, the how they call it, the APC. So, and me don't know, my own view where they get was, I say, how person go get data? I mean, data to me, now for no, perhaps the population of the one they were registered, the amount, na 3 point something million. To me, that's what it feels like. But how me go read data? I read person name, I read Abdullah Faki. They are saying, na my own person this. I mean, how you go know if you na me na your own person?
Mr. Faki, this is politics. Politician, the NEP, ECSL know why they register people. And they also know why they deliberately they refuse to give. APC know why they ask. But releasing voter register, now part of the process, not so anything strange. We don't do 2012, 2018.
Normally, the party can print that one day for the agents them. When they go with at the polling station for no say, if Martha or Abdul Fakiri can register, indeed, he named them at the register and they cross-check together with the ECSN staff.
Okay. I will not agree now last week. I said something last week,
Something like that.
Yeah, for release voter register is part of the legal how they call them. The laws say you for release them. So then they don't get any issue. I know they go back on there and then they don't accept that one day. So but even on the day of voting, me I don't vote Baku. The one they win at the how they call them, the agents them, they get access for look registers them. And from what I understand now say the registers have been sent to the political parties and are starting to be corrected.
That's only this morning. We say they give party agent them for across the country.
Yeah, well, so if they don't listen to the parties now, we don't get a yet on the public, but they say they don't listen to the public.
No, they're not they give public. A very clear say, then they give to the political parties them, and then they give to the agents them, because they get for the check on that and but let's look at this the other way. Now electronics copy then give them. Who's then will print all of that and who's then will send out to all the other agents them all around the country. And not look rational, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Faki, sorry, they go back and forth. Mr. Faki, even as Slajo they conduct election, we set the print the delegates list and give to every aspirant. Then they print them for the agents them. When we can then have polling station, they conduct election. When one person can for vote, when we check you membership, they will look any ID card for identify you. We they call the person in. So all the agents them where they represent candidates, then they mark and say this person don't can vote. And it may be even national election where we they go now for go vote, not on ex-ladum or where we they conduct election.
Yes, of course.
It be, you know, the thing all tell I say about Corner, you know, from the first day where I attend one they say CSO and ECSL coalition meeting, I be represent an organization. They, you know, Corner seems to be this so cocky and that kind of, sorry to say, I mean, papa age is I begin go 2007. He get this kind of arrogant character that this is me, I have this is my, it's like impersonal. That's the personality, that is the attitude that Connelly display about ECSL, like a personal institution where you just disarm. And let me tell you, there would have been no ECSL or no commissioner if contestant did not really exist. Now, because people want for contest election, I make it electoral commission. If you would just say they serve one person interest, then there is no contestant, not a contestant, then there should be no commission. And for the fact that a commission they exist, you're not only bound for just go make people and vote, you get for address the issues. Take for example this thing about a void votes. You know, a lot of people and they always think say void vote, and they don't know they're not allowed to vote, and then a mistake. No. From we research as educated people, we found out say plenty people where they vote void votes, not so illiterate, and they know they do them by mistake. So man they come because they not pleased with none of the candidates them. They one vote on one side, one vote on the other side. They say call the ballot paper. Wait, no, for this particular election, like parliament, you know, pleased with nobody, they put empty paper. Or he writes entirely the middle with catch X putter. Or because it didn't host, you know, one votes for nobody, and you know, one let them see and see this, you know, vote. It can at the center, it's on print, it take ballot paper, I go put an empty one. So then thing and they all have void votes them, but people don't know say some of these things, issues they all they contribute. So likewise, when you come to election business, address the problems. Let me tell you, if you fail to address the problems, we continue to be in chaos even after elections. And you know, people are them so fussy about no, not they allow the international community, not they allow the international community. But people were allowing the international community because they think that that was in their interest, and now they will not be in their interest. And some of these people, they not contribute a single dime to the peace of this country, and benefit some of the different benefits. Where what been there, the British then send the army, then die Nayasu. The Nigerian then send the army, then die Naya, then spend their money there. Then now when people they want to get things straight, they are annoyed. You know, it's not helping.
All right.
Yeah, well, I don't tell you say I know they dispute that area. I mean, I don't make them from last week clear say voter register must be available. That is clear, and not today. Now they say where they come about the international community. Of course, the international community now partners. What did people they say? They say after the beginning elections in 1996, how they call them? From 1962, we got independence in 1961. 1962, Solomon they conduct elections. 1962, 1967, 1972, 1977, 1982. We maybe give vote 1982. I begin with 1997
because now 2007 that's when I
yes. So now we vote that time they found that 1985 but we Momo come now one ballot.
Okay. So let me move a bit. Yeah. One of the other issues then.
The international community has always been there, but they have not been the ones conducting our elections. We don't pass here now long ago from 61.
So if you not to do something right, you not think the other person for help you?
Very good. Very good. They will help you.
So let ask you this, and this one are your personal opinion I need into this. You think say ECSL they do everything right?
There comes the thing of the legal interpretation.
No. I know legal interpretation. I need you for tell me what you think.
Well,
as a citizen, as a veteran journalist.
Well, at least one or two areas and the way they don't get a few challenges like this voter register. Mostly the most difficult side now is voter register.
Do you think that they try to create a fair playing ground? Do you think that they try to create fair playing ground for the election?
The playing ground, to me, it looks fair because we're all going to vote on Saturday for different parties. different candidates. So to me, that is okay. And now that they don't release the voter register, I think that for boosts morale, say they have tried to rectify some of the challenges or some of the mistakes. Of course,
you
mistakes
think
take place.
they're really transparent to we the people?
But it's better late than never. If
You think say they're really transparent to we the people with regards the process is the way that they do?
Now four journalists and they can talk. So
yeah, I'll come to them. I just they ask you. I know why they ask you.
We're not journalists, you're not journalists.
No. I need you. I just need me there for ask a question. When are they also as a panel, as people they come as a guest. So me they ask question. So the last question for you for now. You think say they're transparent to the public in terms of how the process they go?
I will answer you as a journalist. And
no, I want you to answer me like Faki, not as a journalist.
They have not been running a secret society.
Okay, hold on there. Theophilus, please come inside. You enjoy your answer that way there. Theophilus, you did it? Okay. Why student? Okay. In network no look okay. Last time we say Martha. You think say ECSL they ask you all of the questions and you will take them. You think say they're fair in terms of how they organize the election? You think say they're transparent with the processes and to we the people of the country?
Number one, they're not fair in how they handle the election. Fair in a sense, you get for address every issue, every complaint, and way any panic contestant in the beginning. And like I say, normally we can get people who can say more guarantors or witness. Then I will even look at people and like new CSF raise the same issue where APC they know raise. So that means say ECSL not fair, and then they don't deal with. If you know they deal fairly with the contestant, then that means you know even they deal fairly with the voters. Now, if we think say, what's not the second question again? The
okay,
second
so
question.
You think say they're really transparent to with the people with
the process? Not don't be the process not be transparent because everything is like secrecy. I remember the second coalition meeting where I attend. Then ECSL say we not allow the commissioner will be ready by then. That's a committee then that place civil service in college now they ulam. And then say we not allow no foreign intervention for coming. The commissioner that's in the Albert we did the winner the spokesperson for ECSL. Inside we did the parliamentary where the commissioner say we not allow no foreign intervention. We not allow anybody for coming for can't tell we waiting for do, waiting not for do. So that means say you're not transparent. I'm not going to say not a society where you say na power on a bundle. Even then society then this then almost like gradually don't think waiting they happen inside, they don't come out na do. It don't come out na do. People and don't know. Not to secret. Anything they do now either. If you want for use an app, you for long don't discuss them with the contestant there. Let them see how we work. Test them. Let we, everything bring and come out. Every process bring and come out. Everything. So people know, even when they do good, you get to make people know and understand the point where they come up from. But also, they do it in a new way. So, of course, people don't forget their own perspective about time. People don't forget their own thoughts about time. So, I just believe, say, from outside we start to here, I not personally believe that anything don't be done correctly, or anything don't be done in a way for promote free, fair, credible, and transparent election. Transparency not on be in all this while. Free and fairness not on be. Take for example registration. Before this time, we get I think over 5,000 registration centers or more operating all together. Then we're coming ready for register we. They take half of that, they on for 2 weeks, then they on for another 2 weeks. And by virtue of the data we use, statistics alone produce, where you say you want to use the recent census or whatever, population don't increase. So that means say originally then 5 or more thousand so they operate simultaneously or together, you for being even increase them. But if you can't you cut them, you know be fair to people. I know so many people able to get chance to register and they made attempt. So can not be done fair with the process and all of that. Some people they become discouraged. I said let's go and vote. And leave everything to God. If God wants what they do for let it come to pass, let me say now in God wants, Corner will succeed. If not in God wants, Corner will not. And even if God wants and to be so, it can still get a reward of it. We all believe, say, anything we do, we get a reward of it. Not so even before we go and get a reward of it. But in order to be fair with the process, in order to be fair with we, even as voters, why not now they release voter register? We then for release months ago. You know, all of these now a call for chaos, doubts in the process. We all get doubts in the process. We only go for vote because I believe say me vote counts. But we get doubts personally. I go tell you that's not my personal belief. I get doubts in the entire process. I personally am not trust connect. I'll tell you that.
All right, please, I want to take excuse because I get on another meeting now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, go ahead,
I just want to respond to that area of register for vote.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Matter they talk say people they don't get chance for register. I live in the east of Freetown, Kisi, one of the most densely populated communities. Me, Abdullah Faki, me, as a community activist, as a researcher, I take my personal time to go to people that compound them for meet them. They will now go register. And they will not meet up, will not try, they will not care about anything. You know, we always talk about the rights of people. We never talk about the duties and responsibilities of people. As a senior journalist, I was one of the first people in the third or fourth day we go to the line number 55 or 66. Nobody don't call me.
You don't get your ID card?
No, I get no at the time. What did I say? I went there on the first day, I was unable to register. I went there on the second day, I was unable to register. I went there on the third day, I registered. So man, they say, we not be safe, but let them come to now host them. Me not go to serve if I not care about them. Now they part of business. And now they shout, say, people are not giving chance to register. 30 days is 30 days, not 3 days old. 30 days for register. I registered on the third day. I went there first day, there was a crowd. Second day, there was a crowd. Third day, I registered because I know say
Even when
I'm a right to register as a voter, because my duty, I have to make the effort.
Mr. Faki, who said and give 30 days for register?
Register for 1 month, right? You know, Mother, don't you said 20, you said 14 days for.
I'm not shouting, Mr. Faki. I want to make this clear. I'm saying it as it is.
No, you say people don't get able for register because of time. I go tell you, say people they get apathetic. They don't want to do and self because they. Some man say then they come in and I host. You know they go there first. Some man say then they can't pay me first. Me then they can't pay me and then they go there. What I go there for? Perhaps you could tell me say voter education. You know ever go down yet fine with a lot of people there. But here I am. I spent 3 days there to vote. I mean to register because I know say it is my duty. Now my civic responsibility. Not to matter you could cut him for register.
Okay, so Mr. Fakila asked you this question.
Now me get for go register because I want to vote.
Mr. Fakila asked you this question, please.
So I get for take the inconveniences for 3 days.
You're right, but I'll ask you this question.
Yeah, of course.
Mr. Faki, are you there?
Yeah.
You hear me, please?
I get you.
Okay, let me say you're right. Say some people not been showing interest at all for go and register, yeah? But what about the one that we go for register and then turn them back, say they know for register? Including people that went out, grown people them there, but they yet still say they're now in the age.
I will tell you, say, most of the people they wouldn't say they turn them back. They get the small problems there. At the end of the day, most of them go back, they go register them. And I will tell you, say...
You say most but not all. Most but not all. Most. But not all. If person go for go register, right?
No, Salon will get a system of propaganda. If they say na 1, they go say na 10. Yesterday na 1 person where misfortune make it die. They tell me they say people don't type past 50. Now where I get my journalist mind, I say okay, now we sit down, we'll go to fax them. Me say get to the policeman, they will call. You know, why is it? They say, Adekam. No. So PS Salon is full of propaganda. We're full of expanding an issue, taken out of context.
Yes. So let's still stick to the registration. But Mr. Faki, you will still agree with me saying a lot of people in there.
They flow on the streets of Freetown. They tell you that over your media.
No, wait. Mr. Faki, let make this clear. Let me make this clear. And yesterday I was here analyzing this particular thing where they talk about. So the tear gas the way they use that the first thing is for we all see that kind of tear gas there. We not ever see that kind of tear gas the way they release liquid like blood. We never see them. You don't see them before?
No, not say it.
So if you person see them for the first time, it get for filtering a blood.
You go for free in the blood.
Yes, and when it's feel like it's shock, you get for toxin in blood.
Not to all man know that.
Yes.
Not to all man know
on this area, Shibupia and Mata and Tio, we not take with sense of civic responsibility seriously. Let us agree on that. We're not missing. Now, you're possible to make noise in your community.
You're right. But at the same time, the authority then they help for make the people and not take the responsibility up seriously.
Because
including the ECSL.
You know, forgets more inconvenience for go to that in a line for 2 days for lay register. Now you did it that one.
If you got him up 2 days in a line, would I go feed them?
Why the government for make
No,
Mr. Fakiu and most people not different. You're not different, sir.
No, what I mean. You don't go there for the whole day. You don't go there for the whole day. We don't travel so they will go for 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't tire. I say, okay, let's go for tomorrow. I'll come back. That's the way to do it.
Yes.
Me, I go to my area now, and I mean, I go to treat them. The day I go the first one. If people
so in your right mind, you blame the people for not taking up the responsibility and not the authority.
No, we like to talk too much about our rights.
No.
And we don't talk about our duties and responsibilities. Inside this soap, inside Paris, they put diamond cannon at treat. Yeah, we throw all over the place. We set ourselves the city council we take better to set ourselves a place there. Nobody will know they are asking nothing.
So now this we did talk about, Mr. Faki. At the same time, the authority then. Okay, let's tell you why people are not go to Odotina Street now. But even that, then they still to Odotina Street. Let me make it very clear to you. Then they still eat something at Ibana Street. Let me make it clear to you. Say it happen. But I'll tell you why in Oboku. Because the authority then put dirty box, trash can them like everywhere. You walk a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 steps, you must see dirty container. But inside Freetown, let's be honest with yourself. Sign for put empty diamond paper. How many miles you go walk before you see them? If at all they exist.
You know what they do? They iron and then young man they will get now. Then they go cut and they go put on scale for selling.
Even before that, it not exist.
Before that, people then get the sense say even when they put that dirty box, they will not need them. They put on a ground, better on a ground, people on a ground. I get biscuit and that. I get family the way they come out with the camp.
You know, they say when you talk by the dog, not forget for talk by the bone.
Very good.
Yeah, but you now they totally put everything to the people and not the authorities.
No. I'm talking about people always standing for their rights, and they will not stand for their duties and responsibilities.
And the rights, then get for go on with their rights because now the rights, as you rightly say, then for stand up to them. So if they forgot to the other, if they forgot to the civic responsibility, like we talked just now, I'm glad that you make mention of Usai we did, for example. Let's take for example, in the transport, by month, I don't buy me tickets. Where are they go with? But color everything they happen. The transport they everywhere. Hey, I go studio, I ask me foot in a chair. Nobody cares about me. It is available. But can I tell you what they happen? Some of we again, not they buy this ticket, we use the transport. So can I tell you if the only waiting they happen, you they pay times 5 or 6 times that amount we for pay. Yeah, if you for buy the ticket 1,500, you will pay for a 40,000.
Okay.
Yes. So you see, because they make it available. So, but I not go there, for example, I pay for my lights. There at the end of the day, lights not there. I pay for blackout. So who do you blame for that?
Now there comes the difference between the first world and the third world.
I'm not like this word first world and third world.
No, give me small chance.
Because we get everything past waiting and they refer to as the first world.
We're not third world.
No, I don't agree. We will call all the same world with it. I don't agree on that. Now, because of this, we bad politicians them. Because of the way our politicians they know they handle the resources they well. Now make we still consider for saying a third world. Because the reason why they call it third world because we're not able to take care of the population, and we get everything for take care of the population abundantly.
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
And one way for taking care of population, now for let we take civic responsibilities very seriously. Now I will tell you one thing. Make I just make a quick matter my witness. You know, certain people they don't go for take them ID card then for can vote. You believe that?
Yes, and you know what at the cost to that, entity?
I don't know.
A lot of people go for go take their ID card, they line there. After when the time pass, the time not enough, then tell them say for go na the headquarter. You know that?
Mr. Singbe, I was one of the people who were going to make place for go take my ID card. If I was working like a chief. But you know, say me a chief first, so. Me a chief of the Shabroland. I walk sluggishly. They go to the place for go take my ID card. There was no hassle. They will give you all kinds of reasons why you not go take an ID card. Why you not go with small time of one day no more? Take your card and go away. And even when they announce it, go to point A, point B, point C, point D, they know they go there again. They don't ever go there. You don't see what they happen now, yeah? Who not take
okay, so let me tell you something really happen right now. At the come to Master Follow, you can respond to Abdul Hassan Faki. You get 1,900 and something people who watch you right now. And like, most of them they in other part of the world, and most of them not agree with what you they say.
I know what you?
That
most of them they're in a different part of the world, and most of them not agree with what you they say. Master, please come inside quickly.
Okay.
That na me, Pierre, na me for coming now.
Yeah, can you say please, Master?
Okay, so I will still make my points, even though I the worker now, because I get for go by 1 or 2 meetings.
Yeah, we don't come to the end anyway.
Yes. So now, me not to bother of whether people they agree or not. I believe in the points they what they make, and I believe say I get the rights. I believe say I get me tax the rights as a journalist. The process so far so good. Not them be fair and credible. Not them be fair with not them be fair with we the voters, neither the contestants as far as are concerned. I know say some days like you said, it's the same matter they are big for your safety, not it's all kinds of. But that's the reality. We can't continue for the identity to get for CM. If we want credible election, we get for make sure we go through the due process. The process will be fair enough. It will be credible enough. People not really raise concern, they downplay her. And people then they take advantage of whether one shake no more, just they shoot one on man, they're gonna go inside. Yeah, either one day plenty yesterday. Even some of them support. I become here and move around, even up to 5 p.m. We tell me so quiet. And left them no more. When see them shake, just they shoot one person, all man they go. They're all afraid. So you get that as a constant attitude. For whenever people react to you, they're not pleased with, you come, you fire somebody. I believe say a meeting where PPRC and Peace Commission call now be a very good initiative. But like Theo say, it's like the commissioner has already been bought, so the PPRC. So if you are not able to get a clear point, say APC you want this, ECSL you want this. This is not clear, this is clear, this has been achieved, this has not been achieved. Even the PPRC not be even know what they may up to. Because if you know what they up to, they will get 10 points there. And at the end of the day, even if they not end up for agree, you they come out with a statement. Say this and this were requested. PPRC say this, but APC say they are not satisfied with this process. But you see, everybody go about their own business. And once the opposition want to react, there is a problem. Crises or irregularities before the election must be addressed before you go count an election, say it credible. Not so just for good, not so rubber stamp. It's just behave in one way where they look like say now a rubber stamping process with it, not so election process. We just want to go rubber stamp somebody. And now that structures there, now Mohammed connecting for the put on. But may God help him, and may God help this country. God being our helper. I think and so far so good opposition. Me, I pray to God every day, learn not offend possible chemical cause. Because me say no okay, because if you offend me in this country, I will beg you. So say we go to court so go resolve. We know what's in the history. Now here we sit down, the opposition go to court, the ruling party go to court. The opposition, the ruling party cases, then they listen them. They're not listening the opposition cases. Even when the ruling party get for appeal, they're not ever listening. So that Boku talk about go through the court for address A and not believe in the institution way for uphold justice. And I remember Yusuf Dati when Peter Obi running it, he talk one thing. He said in serious countries, when people talk about court, you see say people and they become so afraid because they believe say na the place of no compromise. They say, but in countries them where they no get no credibility for anything, in fact, the policy where they on the wrong side, now they say go court. Because you know, say the court stay under. So the whole thing at this country is like we are not making progress as post-war people. All the actions na pre-war actions. We all know say the things the way they happen, you were one for say the truth. We not born in the same way crisis the middle of this country. Even by the same way crisis the way we born, we not mean get much sense. That's na the late 80s. So but who see where they say happen, na tell and can't tell we say Sheki been do this, my guy been do this, that and APC na every war and but the claims and the allegations the way they make, they know now who that start with that or who that do waiting. So again and again, we're not able to manage post-war situation. It's like where actions then repeatedly they look like a pre-war situation. We know for the treat other people they like then a foreigner, then also citizen. You go just wake in the morning and say them don't you go out that same office. You they wake in the morning no more, you see them say them they don't sack the auditor general because nobody no pleased with them. Largely the auditor general isn't a suspension, but the auditor general is being sacked. Because they see a situation where it's in the auditor general go to court there, they expect say you work go the case as a prosecutor, now you let the defendants go begin case. And nobody see them kind of drama there. So. Like, you know, the country is so divided, it's so difficult for stay, and a lot of people, whether we get for stay in the next year or so, now only God knows. But this country can't get for no say all the faith of a lot of people, and now it go bank on. And if this country they go into any kind of violence after the election, now in God go all responsible. Or if they go into, will they continue with peace? It go get a reward.
All right.
But the whole process is so chaotic. It's so chaotic. To be honest with you, nobody is having any confidence with the whole process. Neither myself.
All right. Thank you very much, Martha, and get yourself a good day.
Very much, and the and everybody. I think I will let you now.
Thank you very much. Good day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ablasan Faki, yes, what will be your final submission?
Yeah, my final submission is I appeal to Salon people and let will be very law abiding and let will take with civic responsibilities very seriously. Me and man way they take me civic responsibilities very seriously. Now make it a more me where people don't take the card then. People don't go for go register. Even during the census, they don't register. Me at the sensitizing I said, but me not see no man on the community. If you not see me, they go to the line. You not follow me, bo. You know, small boy, you know, small guy. You get energy past me. You know, small man. You know, why would not do this to una self and to una country? Tomorrow, when I go say, they don't give you a chance for vote. But you don't register. You back register. You don't take your card. You say they don't count you because you don't give for register. We the fence for register. We go there. We go sit on there. And one first level get this civic responsibility. Then they very very crucial. We get too much of right. Now me write this so. Now me write this so. But you believe so you write self, you can make it wrong inside. By not going to register, you don't wrong yourself and your country. By not going to take your ID card, you don't wrong yourself and your country. Because you don't get the way for vote for. Let you talk with you and for talking at the ballot box. You don't want Samura, if you vote for him, I mean against him. You don't want Madabio, go vote against him. I vote for your opponent. But if you don't do that day, who that now you go blame tomorrow. You give a blame yourself first. This never bring the laziness. I always say about laziness and idleness in this country. We not want for do nothing. We want let government even can feed we now host them. If we there for let government share breast. Now this 61, it don't pass. Now but those days that when they say Independence Day, they share breast in this country. I was now a small boy. Just started to a toddler. I can record those days of Mr. Bagai up to 64. Who they declare share breast. Who don't pass that side day. Now we sort of like a 700,000 money in this country. Now we talk about 7.6 million people in this country. You know, government will share breast again. You get to produce your own rest in your own way. If you're not possible in a carpenter, do carpentry. You know, do something for bring income. No, no more. Not the work, no deal. You don't make any effort for go learn something for go find work. So these are the issues that we for the street now. But now that we'll left for another day. On the area of credibility, where ability say mistakes take place. Now they accept them without any apology to anybody. Mistakes that take place between what they call them, ACSL, their own area. But I believe some mistakes can be corrected, and they have tried to correct those mistakes. And they will believe say all political parties they get agents them, and where the agents they don't trust them. So me trust say those agents will do the right thing for make them candidates them, they protect them, vote them, and let them get for we the correct voting results, and that this country go rise up from this to the pass. So right now this draw between APC and SAPP, what are the accusanda, it's not good for we. Some of you not like this style. From where I'm born before independence. The year I born, I don't tell you that the year they born, they form APC, 1959. This thing, it not ever stop. It not begin yesterday, Mr. SBP. It not begin yesterday. It not start yesterday. That's a whole issue we for write books about the political development of this country, the APC versus SBP. It not ever begin yesterday. I the feeling where young man and visited them on yesterday begin. It not start yesterday.
You know why then the feasting yesterday begin?
From 1952.
You know why then the feasting yesterday? You know why then the feasting and I begin? Because you know why then the feasting and I begin?
Because we're not telling the history properly.
Not only the history, because now a really serious.
No, now it don't better.
No, now it's serious since after the war. Since the war, now we really serious. Anyway, the line not all I'm there. So if that be the case, we actually do the cutting down of the program at this point. And one for tell you thank you. Please do the watch. Don't forget for like the program and share them. Just like and share the program. And for you we not subscribe yet, please consider for do so. And we get right now on the subscriber list where we will say family members. 78,204. Thank you very much. As we go seriously from yesterday to this morning. Where we last do program, we don't get 204 without. Thank you very much. Continue for like and share. We introduce election studio to you today, and one for take plenty thank you for where you always join me and support we. The election basket still there, and we appreciate that you the support we inside this basket. Well, my name is Nasembe, the freedom fighter. Until we meet again, I want to say God bless we country Israeli where we call we are. I'm out. Get yourself a very good day. We'll see again at 9 p.m. salon time. Except if something else happen along the way, we'll come up. But if not, we'll see on net. See